Hey guys, I'm Clint Flair. Welcome back to another Division 2 video, and today I want to talk about skills in Division 2 and how they compare against the predecessor, the Division. And you guys know me, I'm a skill build player at heart. I have been for a long time, ever since the launch of the Flame Turret. That's me all over. I do love skills in Division 2, don't get me wrong. I feel they have so much weight, there's so many options that I'm going to give you guys in the coming weeks and months, so I do feel that they have a lot of weight and a lot of value. But how do they compare against the original Division? And if you're new to the Division, you've not played the first game, you wouldn't know about certain skills, but I'm going to break them down for you a little bit. They came into three sets of trees, effectively. So you'd have a medical skills tree that would have a pulse, a first aid, a support station, and a recovery link. There'd be a tech skills option, which is more of your offensive options. So you'd have your sticky bomb, which is great for PvE, sadly missing from Division 2. Your turret, your seeker mine, and your tactical link, which improve your RPM. And then you have a security skills tree that would have a ballistic shield, smart cover, mobile cover, and a survivor link. And they are in the game, or were in the game, to again to give you options in terms of how to build, whether it be tanky, offensive, defensive, skill builds, etc, etc. And there's so many options within the game and within those skill trees in terms of what you wanted to build and how effective you can be. And I love with a passion the skill builds on option in the Division. You could solo pretty much any content with any skill build that you put a lot of love and time and effort into. If you just go all electronics, 10k skill power, you would have kick-ass seeker mines, kick-ass turrets and sticky bombs, insane builds that the majority of the PvE player base would succumb to and thoroughly enjoy, and it's a staple of the Division. So when we come to Division 2, this is what we have, and this is where I'd love, in fact, your input in terms of how do they compare. You know, you have a pulse, and you have various different iterations of the pulse. You have turret, the hive, which is new to the Division, the chem launcher, Firefly, seeker mine, drone, and the shield. Now, how do they compare against the original Division? Is the pulse as good as the first game? And sadly it isn't. Don't get me wrong, it's a decent skill in Division 2. However, it doesn't have the kick, or it doesn't give you the critic chance or the critic damage as the first one. Then you got the turret. They have completely reworked the turret, and in my opinion they have nerfed the turret into the ground, you know, which is really sad, because if you guys recall the Division 1's turret, it was OP, it was insane. Flame turret, the assault turret, amazing. Build it and you will be laughing. You have the hive, which is new to the game. I feel it's decent. I do feel it needs a serious buff though, in all honesty. The chem launcher, reinforcer being the go-to mod for most players, especially DPS players. It's a great bit of healing. It has been nerfed. It's been overused maybe, but yeah, it was nerfed, unfortunately. The Firefly, which I did a video last night about, which is decent. Spec it right, and it's actually quite a decent build. Sadly underused. You'd have the seeker mine. Seeker mines, albeit good, however not as strong as the Division. The drone, which is new to Division 2. Each archetype is decent, in all honesty. I tend to do a video in each one as well. But again, I love the fixer drone. That's my go-to healing. But again, it's, you know, I just wanted it to be a little bit more. But my biggest disappointment is the shield. Now, again, for anyone that's played the Division, the shield was OP for PvP at one stage as well. When you had the rework so you could use SMGs, it was a go-to build. You were tanky and dealing insane DPS. A little bit like the meta as it currently stands, in all honesty. They quickly nerfed it. They quickly made it into a tank build, so that if you the pretty much only viable way to run a D3 build or a shield build in the Division was stack as much as you can, 9,000 into stamina, and then just build a walk-in tank. And I enjoyed that. It was great for PvE. The PvP element, yeah, it's a decent support build in PvP, but PvE was really, really strong. And players would play around that and again, garner as much support and buff the team through the shield. I used to love it. Now, with the Division 2, what have they done to the shield? They are nowhere near as strong. Nowhere near. Not even a smidgen near, I mean just nowhere, as strong as the original game. And this is a skill that they need to really buff. And I honestly believe the reason why they've made these 8 skills difficult to pull off, difficult to master, is they don't want people going all out skills. Part of the first game, part of the problem that a lot of players had, a lot of PvPers in mind, was that skills were too strong, skills were getting kills, and that shouldn't be the way. You should get the kills with your weapons. And PvEers, they suffered because of this when they were nerfed. The Seeker Mines, turrets, sticky bombs in PvE, they became not lackluster, they weren't as effective. And I do feel that the devs, Massive, are worried that this is a potential hazard for the Division 2. But what will happen? I honestly believe it will change, because it has to change. Now, we've had a DPS meta to begin with. We had an armor meta that's currently ongoing. Total Update 4 sounds promising, in all honesty. The PTS looks good. There are problems, as there will be. This is the Division, so expect problems. But skill builds need to come back. Massive recognise this. They recognise this through the auxiliary battery that's been installed in the last update. So expect a buff in the coming months. I think it's bound to happen. And each skill archetype will be given a buff because it needs to happen. Regardless whether it's cooldown mods or health mods, I just think they all need a sincere buff because they're not strong enough in PvE. Especially harder content shield, it's paper thin. Whatever you do, and I've got a 70% health build on the shield, and there is no resistance whatsoever. You are not tanky. You are down in the space of shooting your first mag. That's how bad the shield is. It needs to be buffed. But guys, what do you think? You know, am I right? Am I wrong? Am I being a bit too harsh? I love skill builds in Division 2, and I do feel that there's, again, as I said at the start of the video, a lot of leverage to do videos, and there's plenty of those to come. However, I need to see the dev love with skills, because in the original game they were amazing, they were kick-ass, and they were so fun to use. However, they've made them difficult to master, hard to execute, and they've removed, in my opinion, a lot of the love out of skills. So guys, drop a comment in the comments box, let me know your feedback. What do you want to see from skills? How do they change the game? How do they buff them in the coming months to make skills come back to the forefront of the game? All I want to see is balance, and the introduction of buffing these skills is the way forward for a balanced atmosphere within the game. And that's all we want, is a playing field that is fair for everyone. But guys, let me know. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. Of course, drop a comment. I can't wait to read it. And if you want to see more Division 2 content, smash the sub button. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.